Hey, y'all. That's good, y'all. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, and praise the Lord, y'all. Thank the Lord for waking God, for waking you up this morning. Pray for you, pray over your family, pray over all YouTube family. Y'all come on in, like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't, you need to. Don't talk to me if you ain't subscribed to my channel. I'm serious. Now, y'all, this is my opinion. These are my opinion and not necessarily the facts. Okay? And this entertainment, criticism, comment, purpose. And guess what? It's not mandatory to be here if you don't want to be here. This is all for Naziyah Harris. Happy holiday, Naziyah. Naziyah Harris. Happy holiday. What's up, Real Talk Shade Reality? You haven't subscribed to my channel. That's why you got to subscribe, baby. You got to subscribe. It's free. It's free. It's free. Now look, you can get all my notifications if you subscribe. It's free. It's free. Now, y'all, I want to really, I'm here to I didn't see it. And I like what's going on your channel, but I get with you because I looked at it yesterday. But I'm about to I'll talk to you later. But I checked out a lot of things that I seen some good that I saw that I want to tell you. So if your email is right, I'll tell you. But then let me focus on my content. Okay, I love you. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank you and welcome. Come on in. Hit the free like button. And if you haven't subscribed, free is free. Y'all better start subscribing because they're gonna start charging y'all for these subscribing and these lights, and then you ain't gonna be able to see nothing. Now, y'all, I want to get into Naziyah Harris' great aunt. Happy holiday, Janelle. I like Janelle. Janelle is Naziyah auntie, great aunt, you know. Mm. I want to take this back a little bit, y'all. I want to take my time, ain't in no rush. Right now, we at 3.55 minutes in the seconds. Minutes, I'm sorry. Get you some good old coffee. If you don't drink coffee, drink what you want to drink. Now, y'all, I want to bat this thing back. I got a video out there. I got plenty of videos on Naziyah Harris based on my opinions. Thank you, Lord. Based on my opinions. And what I believe happened. And I want to get a great aunt because I'm a great aunt. Nobody wouldn't listen to that girl, y'all. Nobody wouldn't listen to the auntie. No one listened and no one believed the great auntie. Why would a great auntie lie about what was going on years ago on Barefoot? Why? 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 That's why I'm here. And I want to say happy holiday to her. You did what you're supposed to do, great aunt. You did what any great aunt's supposed to do, is to report what happened in the house. You did that. You did that. But it's terrible. It's so sad. It's so horrible. It's so nefarious, heinous. It's all of that. Hey, Avenger, how you doing? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I want to say all of that. All of that. The great auntie did. I'm a great auntie. And my nieces know if they tell me something. I don't care if they lie or they tell the truth. If they tell me, I'm thinking that it's gonna be the truth. So I'm going to report the truth. Just like Naziyah Harris' great aunt. She did everything a great aunt would do. And that hurts my feeling when people, these days we are stuck. And I see y'all, I see what's going on. See, if you take a person like me who been working all their lives, and then they decide to hop on, they looked at social media back in the day, but then they couldn't concentrate because they was working, providing for their family and families. They not paying attention to the evilness and the devilishly that's going on in their face on social media. I noticed something out here in the real world where I'm at, like Naziyah Harris' auntie. This is the real world. And it's so hard to get the real world to believe that you're telling the truth. You're telling the truth about what's going on around your nieces and nephews, around the family. You the type of person in the family they don't like. They don't like me. Cause me gonna tell on you. I can see all why. I see all the whys. I see all the whys in this case. I see all the whys in the case. I see why. I see why they ain't tell. I see why they told. I see why didn't that happen. I see why. If I didn't see why, I'd be stupid. But Vine, I've been a good auntie. I'm the one of the best great auntie that you're gonna ever find. Because it's gonna be hard for me to believe your mom and your daddy and my other nieces when I know that this is what's going on in the family. So you take somebody like the great aunt, we got to keep her away from the family. We got to get out. You got to get out of her house. You got to get out of her apartment that she gave you. Because she running her mouth too much. She going through the authorities. We don't need the authority in our situation. This is all about Naziyah Harris and anybody else, but we're going to talk about Naziyah Harris. Now, the great aunt is one of the person that really took my heart, because here we up in 2024, 23s, and 25, about to go to 26. And things happened back in 22 and 20 during the pandemic, after the pandemic. There's a lot of stuff going on that was reported. That was reported and it happened. Just like on social media. Numbers lie. I'm going to tell y'all about numbers. Numbers lie. Numbers don't always tell the truth. Listen to me now. Listen to me. See, you can have a big number. And that can be the devil too. Big numbers trying to keep up with you and trying to hear what you're saying. Little numbers, they for real. They are serious about what's going on in these cases. They are serious about what's been reported and what's going on in life. Now, I'm going to take y'all back to the beautiful great auntie. I know y'all just want to see videos all the time. You want to see some video, go on my channel. I got every video on this case. I'm not about to keep showing them videos over and over. I want to motivate y'all. 50 90 allegedly barefoot, 4674 Bedford. I'm gonna say that again. Allegedly, I hope I got the right address. If I don't, I don't. If you got the right address, you got it. Okay? I ain't in no competition with nobody. I'm just messaging. 50, 90 Bedford, and 4674 Bedford. Wow. And I got it going on because I got me two houses. I got me two houses. One on 5090 Bedford and the other one on 4674 Bedford. I got two houses. I got it going on. I got it going on. Because I got me two houses. Wonder if I wasn't in my situation would I have those two houses? I wonder who is somebody else in this case, y'all. Is somebody else allegedly close, close, close could be involved in the family misstep. Allegedly, y'all. Allegedly. I'm just saying allegedly. Somebody on top of things in this family. I ain't talking about the grandmama. Grandmama is to keep everything straight so we won't have to go through this. But I don't know if I can be able to do that because I ain't got myself together yet. I ain't got myself together. So Sunday morning, y'all, a beautiful Sunday morning. Beautiful Sunday morning. Beautiful Sunday morning. Mm, You all don't know how I feel when you report something and you've been called a liar of the family. The family call you a liar. They don't believe, they just dog you out. Why would you have to lie when you don't have to? That tell you every little bit about the system. That's why I can't move y'all to different states. I'm stuck on Georgia Street. I ain't gonna cuss, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. Control the tongue and the pink thing inside of my mouth. Because I don't curse, Lord. I don't. But I remember when I used to. I could use profanity at least about 45 miles per hour. But I asked for that prayer to discontinue, and I'll never go that way again. So, Lord, please protect the pink tongue in my mouth. Because I've been doing a good job of not saying what I really want to say about what's going on in the Naziyah Harris case. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to give people what they want. I'm just that type of person. I'm just that me. I'm me. You got to learn me now. When y'all learn me, when you learn, but you know what? You know what? Real talk. I said, I remember back in the days. I remember back in the days. That's back in the days. But I'm in a different place now, y'all. I'm in a different place of my life. I don't have to do that anymore. I'm in a different place of my life where I don't have to do what I used to do around people. I didn't really was the type of person around people. I'm talking about like my job. I don't and will not go back to where I was when I was in my 20s, 30s, 40s. And that's what scared some of my family and my children that I'm not that person no more, and you cannot take me there no more. So it's just like these cases. I can understand families in Naziyah Harris cases. In this case right here, don't let nobody put you in a situation when you pray. Listen to God. Let God guide you. You a believer in what you believe, then keep believing it. Okay, let me tell y'all something. And I'm talking to a lot of people out there on my channel. I got the weirdest channel. I got the weirdest channel. You think you are the 3 people watching, but it's thousands of people watching. I don't know what's going on with my channel because they know I can put it out there. They know I can sock it to them. But so y'all not the only ones that I'm talking to. I'm talking to a lot of people out there, y'all. Y'all don't see them. Okay? So I'm not talking directly to no one. I'm talking to all my subscribers. Check my subscriber list. I appreciate them. They shy. They comedians. They good people and they workers. They everybody. So y'all listen. Don't take nothing personal. Just welcome to the channel. Now y'all, why? I see why. What's going on in the Naziyah Harris case? Now I ain't talking. I'm not punching the bags at the family. I see why a lot of people didn't speak out. Because if you go back and listen to the great aunt story, the great aunt told y'all a lot. And people would tell you stuff like they told her. To stand down. We got everything we need. That's what they told her, to stand down. The great aunt. I'm talking about the aunt, the great aunt, the real, the aunt that when I did reported years ago. Just like they telling y'all now, y'all not listening. Y'all not listening. Y'all are the hardest. You know what I noticed something about people? You can't make people listen because they know it all. They know it all. They got all the answers. They know it all because their numbers bigger than yours. See, I noticed that about social media. It's into numbers. I never could understand that about social media, y'all. They are into numbers. But if you're a workaholic and you've been working all your life, you ain't got no records, you living good, you got what you need, that stuff don't bother you. Numbers don't bother you. Because you never had to live with dealing with these kind of numbers. And I noticed on social media, if you ain't got the numbers, they ain't gonna listen to you. They ain't gonna listen to you, but you guess what you do? What you need to do is put it out there anyway. And tell them, don't come over here now. Don't come now. Try to tell you. Y'all, just like like they told the auntie while she was trying to tell them the truth back in the times. They told her after she done gave all the information about them or what was going on. Stand down. We got everything we need. Of course, you got everything you need. We don't need you doing no searches. That's what they told the aunt after the aunt done went out there and did what she had to do. Like they run the case. That auntie could have set this whole case up in a preliminary hearing on her own because that auntie, the great aunt, could have fixed this case up. Now look, y'all. Why they told us. Now she see why the auntie told them. I see why they told us to stand down. We got everything we need. We don't need you doing no searches. What? You can pass out the flyers. You could pass out the flyers. That's what they told the great aunt. She don't gave them. Man. God, how long they been going on? How long this been going on? What made them tell the auntie, the great auntie, need to stand down? We got everything we need. We don't need you doing no searches. You can find you can pass out the flyers. Now y'all telling them what to do. Now y'all telling the parents what they need to do. Now y'all telling the family members what they need to do. After they don't reported this years ago. That was going on that could have been stopped years ago. So now y'all trying to tell the family that they need to stand down. We got everything we need. We don't need you doing no searches. Why? You can pass out flyers. They've been doing it. They've been doing it. So why y'all trying to tell them now that the great aunt don't went out there and throw out that good stuff on y'all, that good on y'all. Now y'all gonna tell them what they need to do? Because if it wasn't from the great aunt and her cousin teaming up together like a family, y'all wasn't gonna do nothing. Y'all, listen. Stand down. We got everything we need. We don't need you doing no searches. You can pass out flyers. But we got everything we need. Whew. And the reason why y'all got everything y'all need, just because the great aunt and the cousin, they gave them a lot of information. And you know what I liked about the auntie, them and her cousin? They didn't back down like most family would have did in this situation. What you say, one? Okay, let me look at y'all. One said, let me see. Said, that's what I'm talking about. Why they hold them to stop? Why they tell them to stop searching? Thank you. Thank you. Why would you tell them? Why you tell them to stop searching? Why are y'all trying to tell somebody what to do? But then you weren't helping them back in the days. Why are y'all? They told the auntie and that y'all. I'm thanking God because I'm a believer. Told them to stand down, like they trying to tell y'all now. We got everything we need. We don't need you doing no searches. You can pass out the flyers now. But we got everything we need. But if it wasn't for the auntie and the great auntie and the cousin, if it wasn't for the great auntie and the cousin, that's who solved this case. They gave them all the information. And guess what they did? They knew how the system was, so they hounded them. They stayed on them, just like a job application. You put a job application in, I don't care if you put in 50. You give an update on all 50 if you want to. Just keep worrying them folks. And that's what the great aunt did. Awesome job, Detective Janelle. Awesome job. Now, number one, the things I never forget what the great aunt told them. After this, look, y'all, look. Naziyah, stick with me now. Stick with me. Stick with me. I like the great auntie. She remind me so bad of me. Don't go out here now. In these houses, looking. You trying to tell the auntie not to go out in these houses looking. Y'all ain't did nothing bad then in 2022, 21, 22, 23. Y'all ain't do nothing bad then. How in the world y'all gonna tell me don't go out there in these houses and looking? Don't go out there accusing people and knocking on doors and all that stuff. They told them to stay down. What? Why y'all telling them that? Why y'all telling them? What a word, y'all telling. Wait a minute, hold up. Y'all trying to tell me what to do now? Y'all trying to tell me stop searching for my niece? Y'all ain't even found her. Y'all ain't even find her, but y'all telling me what to do to my niece. Y'all telling me what to do for my niece and to my niece. Hmm? You say it seemed like they already knew what happened to her when it happened. How would don't seem like it to me. Seem like to me they don't want the auntie to talk. Cause auntie is handling in their behind. That's what it seemed like to me. It don't seem like them. I'm doing all the auntie, the credit card for one for the credit of the auntie. The auntie, they scared the auntie investigating more powerful than them. Auntie is ahead of them. Auntie, great auntie is ahead of them in this case, y'all. If they could have continuously listened to the auntie, they could have went. They didn't want to work on this case. The auntie was getting on their nerves just like I would have did. I get on your cotton picking nerves. So cute. Don't go out here in these houses looking. Why? 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 Don't go out here accusing people like we doing now and knocking on doors and all that stuff. Stay down. The great aunt and cousin did that. Oh yeah, and I can't think of the cousin name. What's the cousin name? She did an awesome job too. I like them too. I like that cousin and that auntie. And see, you need somebody like that cousin. Roxy did too, but the other cousin, the other lady, it was Janelle and the other cousin. Roxy kept the toenail down on them. She bent that toenail on them. Roxy did. She bent that toenail on them. See, you need somebody like Janelle, not Janelle, but what's the other cousin name with Janelle? The other cousin, I get her name in a few minutes. It'll come to me. Janelle put the nail on his case. Wait a minute, who you say? Kawana. Woo-wee. Kawana. If I didn't have nobody like Kawana and I had to find myself first with the other cousin. But Janelle, but Kawana is the type that I need in my corner. She and paparazzi in a way. I need them on my corner because they'll put pressure on you. They'll put pressure. Now, Janelle more like me. I get the information up for you. And the only thing I need for you to do is to follow up on the information. I'm an informational person, so I do research. So I'm more on a Janelle style. I'm too nice and I need somebody who gonna throw punching bag on my side. Okay? I don't need nobody easy like me. So y'all gonna tell them don't go out here in these houses looking. Don't go out here accusing people and knocking on doors and all that stuff. Stay down now. We got this. They need time to put it together. See, Janelle was going, the great aunt was going so fast, which she wasn't going fast. This is information that she had already put out there that y'all did not update. We wouldn't be here if y'all had to update y'all information, follow up on what Janelle was telling y'all. The great aunt was telling y'all what was going on. If y'all was on y'all job, they wouldn't be knocking on the doors. They wouldn't be searching. They wouldn't be accusing people and all that kind of stuff. Now, the information that she gave y'all is the same information that y'all following up on. This is the Janelle, the great aunt gave y'all a case. She gave y'all, she and Kawana gave y'all the caseload. They gave y'all the caseload. And y'all want to take the credit for it. Y'all want to take the credit for what the great aunt and the cousin did. Y'all took the information that they've been trying to give y'all for years. And y'all try to put it together because y'all really didn't have nothing. If it wasn't for them, y'all wouldn't even know which way the direction to go. So they need time to put it together. They need subpoenas, text messages. They need to do the phone companies. They need to run the DNA samples. They didn't find out, wait a minute, hold up. Hey, y'all had time to get the text messages in 2022, 2021, 22, 23. Y'all had time to do the phone companies information. Y'all had time to run the DNA samples. They all brought that pressure. Yeah, they all brought the pressure. We know that. But I'm just giving y'all information. I'm gonna come back and look at y'all comment. Okay, I'm not ignoring y'all comment. I'm just doing my content. Okay, I'm gonna come back and read y'all comment. And I'm gonna go back to what I said. Now, after the great aunt did this job back in the days, back in the years, they need time. Y'all mean to tell me y'all ain't put this together? Not y'all people out there. I'm talking to the Troy Police Department. You mean to tell me that y'all telling this family, who a concerned family member, that y'all need time to put it together? Y'all ain't put this together. What? Y'all ain't put this together? Y'all need time to put this together. That means that when she gave y'all this information, y'all can't find no information where y'all put something together. Y'all didn't even try to put the text messages together. Y'all didn't have, you mean to tell me back in 22, y'all didn't have time to do the phone company? No, y'all didn't run no DNA because y'all didn't believe nothing that the auntie said. Y'all didn't believe nothing that the great aunt said. So that mean to tell me back in 22, y'all didn't even do nothing. Y'all didn't do nothing. People, pay attention to what I just said. They didn't do nothing back in 22. They didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing only because No one would listen. No one would believe the great aunt. No one would believe the cousin, Kawana. No one would believe them. They didn't believe them. They didn't need no phone. They didn't need the text messages back then. They didn't need the phone company information back then. They didn't need no DNA back then. Why? They didn't do it. They didn't need to do no searches back then. God, man, this is. I mean, if this case right here don't affect nobody, you ain't got a heart. And it's so sad that you take a family members who cared. They have so many family members who cared. Okay? They had family members that really cared about what was going on 50, 90 Bedford and 4674 Bedford. I hope those address right. If it's not, y'all know what the address is. They didn't need to do no searches. But it's a crying shame that the beautiful people, beautiful heart, all these family members, y'all, it ain't no any, meany, miny, mo, all family members that contribute to this case. This just didn't make no sense. That the family members had to find out Thursday night when she went missing on that Tuesday. She went missing on a Monday. But the 24 hours, but they didn't report it. She was missing. So that Monday, they didn't report it. Well, if they had reported Monday, it would have gave them already 24 hours to go on to do the search on that Tuesday. But they didn't do that. They reported it on that Tuesday. They didn't report she missing on that Monday. No, she didn't. No, they didn't. They were looking for her. They made the report on the Tuesday, which if they had made it on that Monday, they could have searched Tuesday. And just imagine if you was a family member, like all the other, I'm not gonna call no name, all the family members that contribute to this case. Just imagine that. I can't say the great aunt didn't find out until Thursday. How did she find out? She found out Thursday that Naziyah was missing. This gonna freak y'all out. So they went up to that school that Friday. They thought Naziyah ran away, y'all. They thought Naziyah ran away. They thought Naziyah had ran away, y'all. Let me go to y'all. Let me read the comments, y'all. Let me hold on, y'all. Let me read y'all comments, okay? Let me read comment. It's just my comment being stuck. Hold on, y'all. Let me read comments, okay? Let me go from the top and read y'all comments. Because I appreciate y'all. It's kind of hard when you're just the only one. We have I just got the first notification from your channel, and I'm just going to bed after working all night. Workaholic girl. Go on to work, man. Make that money. Okay. Okay. Hey, okay. You're right. Okay. I try not to, but sometimes that's the only way people can understand you and respect your boundary. It's sad. It's sad. Facts. You have to ability get down dirty with them. They don't want facts. They want because I'm not gonna get in what they want. Seem like they already knew what happened to her. When it happened, how would happen and where it happened based on of the lies they told. Uh and the one said that's what I'm talking about. Why they told them to stop searching for that baby. That's right. The great aunt and cousin did that. The other cousin kept the pressure on them to bring it to social media. They should still be searching for her. Exactly. Right? See? I totally agree. She was holding everybody accountable. Janelle, Kawana, Kenya. I don't know who King. Oh, the King is okay. The mama is the aunt and the grandmama in jail. No, wow. They all brought that pressure. Janelle and Kawana told CPS the twin did not believe the children. They did not care that family keeps this credentialing the great aunt. Okay, the one told real talk. This case is so tragic for these babies. CPS and DPD, DPSD, all they had that baby name in file for 2 years. Right, the one. It's a lot of messages. If you report a runaway child, the state do have the budget, no resource to search for those missing kids. Okay, now back to what I was saying. The auntie found out on that Thursday after doing her research, like she always do, go up to the school. She always do her own research. That great aunt. See, they went up. She went missing. So in other words, they got it where she went missing on that Tuesday, but it wouldn't have been reported like that. She went missing Tuesday if they had reported it Monday. They didn't report it. Now, it was on that Thursday when the great aunt found out she was a runaway. They had the police, they had the detectives searching for a runaway child, not a missing child. This is so. Anybody that do something like this don't done it before and got away with it. Anybody have it's done with a missing case and a runaway know what they did when they did it. It seems like somebody with some knowledge of police work got their head up in this crime, allegedly. Somebody with some knowledge of detective work and police work. Police know what they are telling them is telling them, leading them in a direction of runaway and a missing person. Now, no one listened to the great aunt. No one believed the great aunt. Oh, the kids are not denying. They didn't see it in the family, y'all. Everybody's so sweet talking, so soft, nice talking, kept the house clean. Oh, they don't believe nothing like that happened. The kids said it didn't happen. Of course, the kids is monitored. Okay, yeah, it didn't happen. They got them all facial looking cute, pretty little kids. Pretty, 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 pretty. They were saying so many things about the great aunt. She was lying. If they met the great aunt, they would have known that the great aunt wasn't lying. The great aunt lied. She's not telling the truth. And the whole time, even the great aunt did not know that she was missing. She was a runaway. Don't you know how this make a person feel when they special especially a family member coming in and giving information, giving information, passing information on this case, and don't nobody believe you. Do you know how that feel? And then your niece called you from school on the same day she missed and said, Auntie, can you tell me where barefoot? Can you tell me how to get to barefoot? Can you tell me how to get to barefoot and out of street? And all I got to tell my niece, you know where Barefoot and Auto Street is. You know where Barefoot and Auto Street is. What? If she knew where Barefoot and Auto Street, she wouldn't have asked you where Barefoot and Auto Street. She ain't got no car. Why they handle Naziyah like nothing? Why they acting like Naziyah is invisible? Like she like she you can't see her. She called you, Auntie. She asked you how to get to Barefoot and Outer Street. And you said, where? You ain't ask her like most auntie would have said. What you need to know where Barefoot and Outer Street is for Naziyah? You love her so much. Why you didn't ask her? She called and asked you because she trusts you. She trying to do what you tell her to do. No, she not. No, she not. I just add that part. I just said that part. No, she didn't. But she asked her where was Barefoot and Outer Street. Barefoot and Outer Street ain't too far from where Jobs Butts lives. Why would Naziyah call her auntie, not the great aunt, y'all, but the auntie, and ask her, TT, can you tell me where Outer Street and Barefoot Street is? Because we doing a report in our school. We looking up stuff in the school, in my class, we trying to do the address. Why would she ask her aunt? Why she ain't ask Jarvis? Why she ain't ask J-Bo? If J-Bo didn't want her to tell the auntie, she wouldn't have called the auntie. Why did she call her auntie if this the truth? Naziyah not here to speak for herself. If this the truth, why would she call and ask her auntie, y'all? Is it a blame to make Naziyah look bad? Is somebody trying to make Naziyah look like a bad little girl? But they can't make her look bad because y'all say the auntie was lying back in the day. She didn't tell the truth. So if y'all all of this in the house, the children was denying that they didn't that nothing like that would happening, and the great auntie was lying, and she was not telling the truth. What is y'all still trying to say? Naziyah not telling the truth in the same house. So what y'all trying to say? Naziyah not telling the truth now? Somebody making Naziyah look like a liar. We don't know if Naziyah called the house and said, TT, how to get to Barefoot in Outer Street. Who told her to call the auntie and ask her auntie something like that? Naziyah's supposed to be good on the internet, right? These young people know she could have GPS this. They could have GPS this. What was the conversation then, Joanna? What was the conversation? I don't think that was the conversation. What was the conversation, baby? Type in the conversation for me, okay? Type the conversation so I can know what the conversation was. What's the conversation was, baby? Type it in. I respect what the conversation was about because I do so many cases. I can't remember all of it. I think it was calling because I can see behind that dollar sign. Hold on. Let me see. See what? No, yeah, she did. No, she did ask her where was. I know this story backwards. She did call and ask her auntie how to get the. That's what the auntie said. The auntie said that. Auntie Shannon said this. She did. Said she asked Carl and asked her how to get to Bedford and Outer Street. Yeah, she was sick. Yeah, but she asked her how to get to that. Yeah, we know about the sick part. Yeah, but she did. It's in the preliminary. She did ask Auntie how to get to Outer and Bedford Street. Why did she call and ask that? If she called and told her auntie she was sick, man, the auntie would have came up. The auntie would have delivered the message to the grandma, and the grandma, I believe the grandma would have came and picked her up. If she wasn't feeling good, I believe that I know y'all don't want to believe the grandmama on this point right here. I believe the grandmama. If she called her grandmother and told her grandmother to come pick her up, I don't see why now make it look like the auntie looked worse than what she did. If she called and told her auntie that she was sick, now I got a problem with why the auntie didn't deliver the message to the grandma. So the grandmama can go and pick her up to the mama, so the grandmama can go pick her up from school. That made the auntie look worse than what it did. Now by asking the auntie, that's her favorite auntie. Like my nieces. Auntie TT, how to get to Bedford and Outer Street. Yes, she did ask her that. We don't argue about that. Go back and look at preliminary. Now, if she said she was sick, the auntie must have lied. I don't know about that. I don't know. Baby, go back and look at the preliminary. W2. I have a question. They stayed on. I thought they stayed on Bedford instead of Balfour in Bedford Street. What you say? I have a question. I think they stayed on Bedford. 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 Why would not? That's what I asked too, real talk. Why would Naziyah ask her where is the street? I can see Naziyah asking, you know what, real talk? I can see Naziyah asking her where is Balfour? BALFOUR. I can see with Naziyah asking her where's that street at? And Outer Street. It is a Balfour and Outer Street. I can see her asking her that, but I don't see. Maybe now y'all making the auntie look good. Now y'all making Auntie Shannon look good because listen to what y'all saying. Y'all now Shannon could have got it confused. If you getting it confused, Shannon a human, she can get it confused. She probably thought she said Bedford. That's why Shannon probably asked her, you know what Bedford is, because you know y'all stay over here on Bedford. Y'all keep making Shannon look good and good. Okay, but she asked. I'm sticking to the case. Sticking to the case. She asked the question. But what I'm saying is, y'all making Shannon look good now. Y'all making Shannon look good. Shannon could have got confused with Bedford and with the way she said Bedford and Balfour on the phone. Shannon could got confused, and the reason why Shannon said, you know what Bedford at Naziyah. Think about it, y'all. Think about it. They are 5 blocks apart. But the thing is, Naziyah, y'all look, listen what I'm saying, y'all. Come on now, people. Come on, act intelligent, y'all. Now I'm saying that you asked me a question. Shannon could have got confused with Naziyah. You got to believe Shannon. If you got confused, Shannon couldn't get confused. Shannon got confused too when she asked for Bedford and Balfour. They sound alike. So I'm gonna give Shannon a little credit right there. She could have got mixed up with the streets name. The way all depends on the way Naziyah talked. She could have got. She said, "Auntie, you know what Bedford in Outer Street, Balfour and Outer Street is there together." Now I'm saying that the auntie shouldn't have got confused with Balfour and Outer Street. Balfour, she knows what Balfour, and make it. What I'm saying is, if she said she was doing a report in school, if she was doing a report in school about addresses, Balfour and Outer Street wouldn't be in her address on the school if she was doing a report for her school. You said, I don't believe anything the auntie said at the preliminary hearing. Well, the auntie said it. I have to believe what the auntie said at the preliminary hearing, because that's what she said at the preliminary hearing. I have to believe that because she the one said it. She said it. She said it. So if the auntie, but that don't believe that I trust her testimony. But she said it out her mouth. I believe her testimony. That's what she said. Now, is she gonna go with? Listen, is she gonna go with? If the auntie gonna say, she asked her where is Balfour. She did ask her that. Where's Balfour in Outer Street? Now the auntie didn't ask her those many questions. She should have said, Naziyah, we don't even stay on Balfour in Outer Street. She know I would have, if I'm the auntie, I would have said we don't even stay over there. Why you asking me that? See, she not talking to. I don't understand why she don't talk to her like an auntie. I would have like, why you asking me about Balfour in Outer Street, Naziyah? Why you on the phone, Naziyah? You supposed to be in class. Now, let's go with that. Let's go with the outer in the Balfour Street, not too far from the school in walking distance. But Naziyah got out the school bus. It don't matter if she said Balfour or Outer Street. The thing is, why did the auntie say that Naziyah called her from school? Naziyah we got to be the voice for Naziyah Harris. We got to be the voice for her. How do we know she asked her that? How do we know that she asked her auntie where is Balfour in Outer Street? And she got off at Cornwall in 3 miles. It goes back to the great auntie. It goes back to what the great auntie been trying to tell these people in the system the whole time. Y'all won't listen. No one would believe her. Now they making look and then say, oh, the kids are not denying. They didn't see it. They didn't see the family was the way they are. They were saying the auntie lying. She's not telling the truth. Now it looked like you in front of the judge, you in the preliminary hearing, and you trying to say that Naziyah lying? So y'all the only one tell the truth? You want me to believe that Naziyah called you and asked? Naziyah wasn't planning on coming home, and she asked you where's Balfour and Outer Street. I don't believe Naziyah called. Hey, Cooper. Exactly. All those streets are 3 blocks apart. Why would Naziyah call and ask her? You know what? I'm so upset with the system, y'all. I'm so upset with the system. Because every time you try to take up for your people and try to do something, it always something. The great aunt was telling the truth. She didn't have no one to listen to her like Naziyah didn't have nobody to listen to her. She ain't had no one to believe her like Naziyah don't have nobody to believe her. People don't believe you when you're telling the truth. They'll turn a lie into the truth. None of that makes any sense at all. J-Bo was in court that day and was supposed to be locked up. So how would Naziyah be going? Jarvis wasn't locked up when Naziyah was going the one, are you with? You've been watching the case? I'm just asking the question. Have you been watching the case? Because you need to make it make sense. He was not locked up. He was not locked up when she got out of school. Hey, I'm not gonna do this. Go back and look at the case. Go back and look at the case. Go back and look at the case. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, because I'm not gonna do that. I wouldn't be mean if I do that. Go back and look at some of the videos. Okay. Now I'm going back to Janelle, just like Naziyah Harris. Reason why them kids did not. Reason why Naziyah and Janiyah and any other these kids did not tell is because if you have somebody grown like a great aunt did all she can do to help what was going on in that house, and don't nobody listen to you. Y'all don't know how I feel when you don't listen. That Janelle don't told everything. Naziyah and Janiyah was old enough to listen to what was going on in the house. Janelle was trying to tell them back in 2022, all them back in the years. But the system did not want to listen to her. Just the same way Janiyah and Naziyah told. Nobody listened to them. Nobody believed them. If they didn't believe a grown lady, them kids in that house saw that they didn't believe their own great auntie. That the system, they had a line on our own great auntie. How in the world do you think them kids thought that they was going to get out of what they getting into? What? Listen to what I'm saying, y'all. I'm trying to educate me and y'all. How do y'all think that those kids was going to get out of their situation if they didn't believe if the system didn't believe a grown full woman, a grown full cousin? They didn't listen to Janelle. They didn't listen to Kawana. They didn't listen to them back then. How would y'all feel that you was a kid and they made y'all lie on your own great auntie in that house who tried to help them? Who y'all denied that the great auntie was lying. Just imagine if you're a kid in that situation. And if you told, you see they don't believe your great auntie, so what make you think they gonna believe you? The auntie was lying. She not telling the truth. That's what they were saying about Naziyah Harris. Naziyah Harris, like they make it look like they trying to make it look like Naziyah lied, y'all. They trying to make Naziyah look like a liar, like they made Janelle look like a liar. They want us to think that Naziyah called her auntie and asked her auntie where is Barefoot and Outer Street. They want us to believe that. The fact that people miss you. CPS and DPD to punish parents. This helps no one believe anyone when it comes to exactly. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm getting to. They didn't want to believe Naziyah. They want us to believe that Naziyah, they want us to, right now they're trying to make Naziyah look like a liar, like they made Janelle and Kawana look like a liar. They making Naziyah look like a liar. If Naziyah was sick, then she wouldn't be on at the school. Why y'all leave her at the school sick? On the gym floor. This don't make sense, y'all. Now y'all want to make it look like Naziyah was a runaway. Now y'all want to make it look like Naziyah ran away. She was missing. Everything making it look like Naziyah was bad, like it made Janelle look like she was a liar. This is sad, y'all. This is so wrong. They made Naziyah look like she lying. They made Janelle, the auntie, look like she was lying. No one would listen. No one would believe Janelle. No one would believe Naziyah Harris. Nobody not gonna believe Janiyah because they've been coached. They've been coached. Y'all don't know. A liar can make a lie sound like the truth. A liar can make a lie sound like the truth. Now we got a missing person, but had everybody looking for a runaway person. They went from she ran away, but she ain't never did this before. But she got sick in school, but she all right now. She called me from one of her class, and she told me that, well, Edric, because they were doing a project in school. Really? So the girl said, y'all didn't go get her from school. She doing all that walking. She could have got sick. Now Jarvis don't pick her up. Jarvis don't pick her up over there on while she walking. This girl walking, y'all. She walking. A lot of young people don't like to eat the food in the cafeteria. I don't sit there and watch them not eat in the cafeteria. They think the cafeteria food ain't good until they serve a certain thing. Cornwall, 3 miles. Naziyah did something on that date that she never done before. And no one listened. No one believed Naziyah. Just like they didn't believe that a grown woman, the auntie, Janelle. Naziyah got picked up by Jarvis Slick. Jarvis is who Jarvis is. Y'all can get mad at Jarvis all y'all want to protect what's going on. That's what the great aunt tried to do. The great auntie tried to be a great, like a auntie, try to look out for her nieces and try to look out for her nieces, her great niece. She gave her apartment. She did everything. That lady did everything she supposed to do, be a great auntie. It ain't about credit, y'all. It's about putting these folks accountability for their action, and they still walking around eating chicken wings, crab legs, and buying stuff in the house. Now they want y'all to stand down. Y'all should be talking, y'all still should be putting awareness on the Naziyah Harris case. Y'all still should be doing it. It's the family may be in some kind of action, not y'all. Y'all are the voice for Naziyah Harris. Y'all are the voice for Naziyah Harris. Y'all is the awareness for Naziyah Harris. Because guess what? Will she ever be found? Will she ever be talked about? Will we ever know? If we can put on the pressure of where is she? Where is she? That'll put like a whole lot of awareness on this case. But we got a beautiful little girl out there. I'm so sick of this happening to our beautiful little daughters, beautiful young babies. That's our job, to protect them. But y'all selfish now these days. They ain't no kin to me. What I gotta look out for them, what I gotta find for, what I gotta care. I'm a caring person, and I'm gonna always stay that way. Now, Janelle, I hate to see this happen. You and Kawana, all the people contribute, right? See, all your family members. Okay, it may be some family members who are afraid to talk, because they see how much power it is inside of that family. So who all y'all other people, I don't want to call them in. I just want to say, yeah, boy, y'all did what you had to do. You did what you had to do. And I like how some of y'all, I'm peeping at y'all. I'm peeping at the family. Y'all can't talk, family. Y'all might have to stand down. But social media do not need to stand down. Tusi, you need to talk. You need to come on back out here and put some awareness on the name. All y'all other content creators, y'all need to keep putting awareness on this name. Y'all keep it, cause see, people try to tell the other channel, the big channels, to stand down. Y'all keep standing up, cause y'all are the awareness for Naziyah Harris case. Y'all are the voice for Naziyah Harris case. Y'all need to stand back up, cause I'm gonna tell you now, Jarvis ain't about to take no plea deal. Jarvis wants y'all to figure out what the auntie tell y'all do. Y'all figure it out. Y'all got all the answers. Y'all figured it out. Let me see what you say right here. I used to file this case, but it got so many. You know what? Real talk. Don't do that. You work. See, you remind me back in the day when I was watching Kanika Jenkins case. See, I retired in 2019 when the Kanika Jenkins case came out in 2017. I was up in my room chilling, and my daughter brought that case to me. So it's just like you working and you ain't got time for the mess because you working. And I tell you this, I don't feel the money in this case. I feel that it was a lot of misunderstanding, misjudgment in this case. This case is not messy. This case is a voice that was neglected. You cannot, this is what I want y'all, I guess because I'm a people person. Everybody not a people person. And I've been trained. But the thing is about situations like this, you know how many family members out there already what been trying to tell and don't nobody listen? Do you know how many kids send back and grown people send back? Well, they didn't believe your auntie. What y'all think they gonna believe y'all for? They didn't believe the auntie. They ain't gonna believe y'all. It's okay. It's not mismanagement. I think the case is okay. I think what happened was y'all chose the content creators that y'all want to listen to when it came to this case. It's okay to listen, but it ain't okay to listen to everything that they said. You got to do your own research. See, that's why I'm good at this case. I'm good at it in the case because I do my own research. I listen to what the people are saying that y'all don't believe that they say. I'm talking about the people of the case. I go back and I listen to what they say, the people who are involved in the case. Don't never let nobody take your mind off. See, you're a worker. You work. And then when I retired in 2019, I can follow up on where I was in Kanika Jenkins' case. See, you work. You ain't got time for the mess. So that means that you're going to have to do your own research. You have to do your own research on this case. But I see no one listen. They had the police department did not listen to Janelle back in the days. Didn't nobody listen. They didn't believe her. Y'all don't hear that word. These people, when you put out the truth and then something happened to somebody in your family, now they want to believe you. It's too late to believe me now. You want to believe me now. The whole time I've given you facts. But you were so hooked in trying to be friends with y'all. See what I see what's wrong with the people in most of the cases that I cover. Y'all pick and choose who y'all want to listen to instead of doing your own research. Y'all trying to make friends. Y'all not focusing on the case. Y'all busy trying to in your fake friends. Do your own research. People are going to be people, y'all. The system is going to be the system. The way they failed that grown woman, the way they failed Naziyah Harris, the way they failed Janelle, the way they failed people of the family that they wouldn't listen to, but they listen to the liars. I feel so sorry. You know what? I feel so sorry. When you in a situation and you try to be you try to be the leader of the situation, but you have that and you got that person that you can't that trying to control your life that in the same condition as your niece or your nephews, and they angry. This thing right here can keep going because first of all, people gonna start in who stuck in this situation gonna think that, hey, it's no way out. Let's do it anyway. Now that it is the way out. It is the way out. If you don't give it the way out, then what you're gonna do is make it be a traditional thing. It's not gonna be nothing. It's gonna take you back in slavery. See, that's why I don't praying for me. I don't need everybody praying for me. No, because I don't know what you're praying about. Don't pray for me. I pray for myself. I don't know who God you serving. So I hate that family members who cared about this baby. They got so many families that cared about this situation. But y'all, especially when your channel big. See, I just got a small chart, a small channel that like I told you, I deleted about 2 channels back in the day. Very good channels. It had numbers. Now, stand up on this case. Don't stand down on the case. Because y'all waiting to see what they're going to do with jobbers. Y'all already know what they're going to do to jobbers. Y'all already know what they're going to do to jobbers. So why y'all pretending like y'all don't know what they're going to do to jobbers? Huh? You know, the prosecutor know they don't have a murder case. They already know they don't have a murder case. They can't prove Jarvis did that. I can take a hoodie and put a hole in the hoodie. It's so much wrong is in this thing that because no one would listen, no one would believe the truth. Now we wouldn't have to be here if these people had done their job, the system. But see, the system got the family and the people outside the family pointing fingers. They accusing people and don't even know who the system doing this. The system got y'all doing this. The system got y'all pointing the finger and accusing the wrong people. Because they're going to take it off of them. See, they wanted the auntie, the great aunt that shut it down. I see a lawsuit. That great aunt gave them a case. She said she gave them a lot of information. You know what she did? She gave them the truth of what happened on Bedford. That's what the auntie did. That's what the people who care about kids did in their family. That's what we did. That auntie will put their butts to work. And I feel bad for the detectives who was in the preliminary, because y'all had them looking for a runaway child. The man told y'all, the detective said we were looking for a runaway child. We didn't know we were supposed to be looking for a missing child. What in the world? Who playing? See, I knew it wasn't right. When they were videoing this, it could have been premeditated. This whole case could have been premeditated. And the reason why I said premeditated, because guess what? The great auntie put it out back in 2022. 21, it could have been out. Who knows? I think this whole case was premeditated. I don't think it had nothing to do about pregnancy. I think they wanted somebody that premeditated this case, and they did this. This supposed to happen, and they make it look Naziyah look bad. They make it look Naziyah look bad. They making Naziyah look bad like they did Janelle. She's lying. She's not telling the truth. That CPS worker went over there. They didn't see nothing. That's what they doing to Naziyah Harris. She's lying. She's not telling the truth. We are the only ones that tell the truth. Don't believe her. It's a pattern, y'all. It's a pattern. It's a curse that has to be broken. If they don't break this curse, what's going on? Whether it's positive or negative, it's going to continue to happen. It's going to continue to happen. If you don't break something that's continuing to happen, y'all got to get rid of the leader. If you don't do something about that leader, the leader has a leader. Y'all think I'm lying, don't you? They don't want to believe the truth. I noticed something about this out here. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't believe nothing you say. You ain't got enough numbers for us to believe you. Y'all better wake up. Y'all been tricked. Y'all been fooled. All these people working together on social media, and y'all don't even know it. Fake pages. These are fake folks, y'all. You're dealing with. Until you break the curse to the main people in the thing, it's gonna continue to what happen. If you don't stop me and I'm the leader, I have a leader. That leader has a leader. If you don't stop that leader, and that leader keep getting away with what she doing or what he doing, y'all got to figure out. Y'all got to ask yourself who over the grandmama. Who over the grandmama? Who the leader over the grandmama? Huh? Who's the leader over the grandmama? Got to be somebody with power, y'all. Because they went over Janelle head, the auntie. The great aunt had. They didn't listen to her. She's a good person. They didn't believe her. What make y'all think they would believe anything come out the grandmama mouth? Y'all don't believe nothing coming out of Shelly mouth. Y'all don't believe nothing coming out of the grandmama mouth. Who the next mouth up? Think about what I just said. Think about what I just said, y'all. Who running this? Who's running it? Who's all part of the family? Who's running? Who running the narrative? Who running this? And then when you're dealing with children who ain't gonna talk, who gonna talk and tell, you gotta get rid of them. The great aunt didn't do that but tell the truth. But then nobody listen. Then nobody believe her. Then Naziyah and Janiyah is trying to tell the truth. But they making them look like a liar. Nobody believe them. Then nobody listen. Because they were there and they saw and they was manipulated. So who manipulating the other people, the other women? It got to be some out of power over their head because they controlled in this. They controlled in this situation. They control the justice. They controlling the justice for Naziyah. So is she a runaway? And why did she become missing? Why did she run away? And come on, don't tell me because she was pregnant. That ain't no reason to get the runaway, not dealing with Jarvis Butts. Who's running this? And who's getting away with it? These folks is comfortable. Think about it, y'all. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Ask yourself before I leave. If CPS was convinced back in the days when a great aunt was telling the truth and they evaluated the situation, CPS at that time, but then nobody listened to the auntie, the great aunt. They thought she was lying. And the whole time, and they said she's not telling the truth. How could you convince a CPS worker that the aunt was lying and the aunt was telling the truth? Why? I do too. You know what, in real talk, and that's the sad part, she not even here to tell her own story. So what we got to do as content creators, we got to do what I'm doing. See, that one thing about me, I don't work for numbers. I work for caring. I care for people. God sent me here. Because I don't retire. I can do my story. I can put the story out there for them. I don't want no numbers. I'm not. I just want the truth. I want the people. I want to help people who are afraid to talk and who can't voice their opinion. Could not. Naziyah Harris was not a runaway. She was missing, and the narrative is control because Naziyah was gonna tell. Naziyah getting old. She was getting older, and as you get older, you get wiser, and you get to talking, and you get to telling. She ain't run away for jobbers butts for nothing. How we know that she was running away to jobbers butts? How we know she was running away to meet jobbers butts? Because of the text message? Anybody could have texted that. How we know they didn't trap that girl? How do we know that they did not set that girl up to be picked up by jobbers? How we know those texts, man? Don't y'all know it's a thing called that you can get somebody and you can text the information that somebody else texts. How we know Naziyah wasn't running away and Jarvis went in the direction because he got a phone call. Naziyah could have been trying to get away. She young, y'all. She could be manipulated. She can be manipulated. She could be lied to. She young. That's why you pick them, because they're young. How we know there wasn't a setup? How we didn't know it was premeditated to make it look like, hey, go down on South Street on Naziyah. I think I just seen her go past the house. She was da. Of course she's gonna get in the car with you. Of course you're gonna take her where you say you're gonna take her to. Who else is guiding this premeditated situation? Because there's no Naziyah Harris. And you got the nerve to tell somebody y'all figured it out. Y'all got all the answers. Wow. That's cold. That auntie did her job. The cousins did their job. Other family members that we don't know nothing about, they did their job. But I ain't no psychic. But I tell y'all this, January the 26th or the 23rd, whatever it is. But J-Bo, ain't gonna sign no plea deal. Because see, what they trying the plea deal that they set on the table. They ain't got nothing to do with the murder case. They didn't acquire that now off of him. They don't took that murder case off of him. 40 years, that's what they get, y'all, for doing that A work he did. The SA work he did, you get 40 to 80 years, and you ain't gonna do all the 40 years. You're gonna be on parole or probation. You're gonna do all of it. But he got other cases coming up. But that don't mean nothing. If they don't come in them cases right, those are other cases that he got to deal with. Y'all got to remember he got to do time served too, helping him. As long as y'all keep Jarvis locked up, guess what? Jarvis know he gonna get out. Jarvis gonna walk. If he go to trial, I don't know which way the jury gonna look at it. I don't see no murder case from him. I know y'all, everybody can think the way they think. If we think the same way, then it won't be a case. I don't see a murder case. I really don't. I see a setup. I see a setup involved in who all wearing a black hoodie, a black thing around their head in a big circle. A big star circle. I see a whole lot of y'all in there. It just almost seemed like to me P. Diddy. I ain't never seen nobody who record their mama every little bit that mama was saying the prayer with the kids in the circle. Them y'all children. Y'all sitting up there laughing at her, talking to the kids, and Naziyah looking at y'all like y'all crazy. Y'all, I'm talking about on the video where they sitting there, go get your shoes, go get the dust, go get this. Why you can't win it? Why y'all and y'all mama do all that hollering together? And y'all taking a video, thinking it's funny. Why y'all and y'all mama do all that? Them y'all chillins. Them y'all chillins. You said, do you think another will pay this crime? Hold on. Say that again. Say that. Write that again. Real talk. Write that again. Write that. Go look at that again. Right. Go look at that again, baby. I would say this. God, didn't nobody listen to that grown woman. But they listened to that. They didn't listen to the great aunt then. I still don't think they listen to the great aunt now. I wonder how they convinced. How are they convinced that the aunt? Why would they convince that the aunt was lying? The aunt was the one. The great aunt was the one. I ain't talking about. So I'm talking about the great aunt. I'm sorry, the great aunt. Okay, come on, real talk. I want you to look at what you asked me. I'm trying to understand, baby. Come on, it don't take that long. So I can answer your question. I like to answer questions. And another would pay this crime. Ask me the question, baby. Come on, don't be scared. I'm gonna keep it real. Okay. Okay. Let me put it up there. Hold on, baby. You said, do you think anyone else outside of J Bo will pay for her unalive? Hmm. I'll be honest with you. You want me to be honest with you? I think it was an accident. I think it was an accident. I don't think nobody gonna pay for it. Who else could have did this to her outside of him? I think that somebody. I think that somebody. I believe, and this is just my opinion, not necessarily facts, but I believe that somebody on the other side of town is involved in this case. I believe that someone on the other side of town is involved in Naziyah Harris' case. And it freak jobs but J-Bo It freaked J-Bo out when they told them. It freaked all of them out. I keep telling y'all I see two ladies and a man. And the man kind of brown skinned. I believe that it's grown people in it, grown people involved. They're trying to cover up. And the three people that are allegedly going to take the stand for Jarvis is can protect Jarvis from this case if he go to trial. Jarvis got 3 witnesses. Something y'all haven't saw. To me, and I'm gonna keep saying this. I believe that somebody on the other side of town know what happened to Naziyah Harris. Because I believe, it's just my belief, that on the way back, Jarvis know what he was doing with them cell phone, because the cell phone would track and accuse him being the one in that area when he could have put the phone in that situation where y'all can think that that was him and it wasn't him. See, Jarvis, these criminals, alleged criminals in this case, used to the law. Is somebody over the law and the criminals working together in this alleged case. Allegedly. It's too neat. It's too cute. It's too pretty. I don't think they're gonna tell though. They told them to keep the mouth shut. That's why that boy, why y'all think that boy got a mask on his face? He gonna continue to keep the mask on his mouth. And Cordell, you know what happened. He ain't never had Naziyah at that shop early like he had her. Then he lied to his sister. Come on, why the sister up there at the shop that time of day? She still had time enough to come home. You know how Jarvis is. You know what Jarvis like to do. It was still daylight outside. If you didn't trust Naziyah, you knew where she was. You know who I'm talking about. I ain't got to call no name. You know that. You know that because you'd seen text messages. Yes, you did. You saw the text messages. But why is it so hard for the police department to believe? Why is it why we right there, y'all? When J-Bo called his friend from prison, there were other men working with J-Bo and his friend, correct? Do you think any of them any of them had any involvement? Well, I got one person that I wish would take the stand. I got one person that I wish would take the stand. And that would be Frank. If Frank just take the stand for me and talk. And I don't understand why Frank ain't talking. Because they don't own no shop. They ain't got no money. See. If Frank take the stand, I'd be good. And that dude who come up there to that shop, the dude who come up to that shop, they helped them out with that car. I got a question for you. And that car wash, who run that car wash next door? Car wash, who run that car wash next door? It's a lot played, a lot. It's a lot played, but prosecutors are not gonna. They ain't do their job because they just going by what was given to them. The prosecutors didn't do another detective work. They just went by what was given to them. That's a lot. If they do this, Kurt, if they were smart and do like they doing in the Melly case, she got to be a smart. You got to be an experienced prosecutor. You can't just be getting out of school to handle a case like this. See them old people who gone from this case, who was involved in this case. They know what happened. Them retiree people who were doing the case at first, they knew they knew what happened. They knew what they happened when they passed the case on. Allegedly, they knew what was going on when they passed that case. Took it out their hand. Shit, y'all deal with. I'm about to retire. Y'all better open your eyes and find out what I just said. All these new people come in, they don't know what's going on. They just not getting out of school. They still in school. They taking classes. The old people in the case, they know what was going on. Wow. No one listened. No one listened to the great aunt. No one listened to Naziyah. No one believed the great aunt. No one believed Naziyah. But everybody believed everybody who lived at 4674 Bedford and 5090 Bedford. Now y'all doing what they asked y'all to do. Same thing they told the auntie, the great aunt. Told y'all to stand down. I wish that the Troy Police Department, the new people, will have more time on this case. I wish that I trust them, but I trust them to have more time on this case. Because the information that the great aunt had for them, and they had to listen, had to believe her, we wouldn't be here right now with Naziyah Harris. She went missing on a Monday, but she was reported Tuesday. If they had reported her Monday, we would have been searching for her Tuesday. Y'all could have been looking for her. That y'all already knew what Jarvis had the girl the whole time. Jarvis Bud, J-Bo had the girl the whole time. J-Bo was getting phone calls, y'all, the whole time as I was sitting in the truck. And y'all got to think what Cordell said. Cordell told y'all Naziyah was on the cell phone. Ain't that what Cordell said? These things I'm talking about was on the pre-trial. They ain't making this up. That was on the pre-trial coming out these people's mouths. That's what Cordell said. Cordell said she was on the cell phone. He didn't say she looked like she was on the cell phone. Miss Aya, where you get that cell phone from? Who gave you that cell phone? Miss Aya, where you get that cell phone? That what Cordell said you was on the cell phone. That what Cordell said. Looked like she was on the cell phone, yeah. Who would she be talking to on the cell phone? Said more time and budget, right? Right. Budget. Money, baby. Money. The budget. It must need unfortunate. Right. I can understand that. I can understand it, but guess what? If they had a listen and believe the great aunt from the beginning, then they wouldn't have to worry about the bottomless pit with resource constraints. See, we wouldn't have to be him. We would have all the sources that we needed to solve Naziyah Harris case. That's what the system always waiting so late. They always waiting late to come in and trying to do something about something. Why, y'all? Why they always wait late? Why don't listen? Why they don't believe y'all when you're telling the truth? Right now, right now, I can if I was in a relationship and I've been in a relationship and I'm just silly, I'm gonna laugh but I'm silly. I can't help I'm silly. I take things serious. But I'm in my relationship, they don't think I take it serious. But I do. I don't be laughing. It's a different kind of laugh. It's not a laugh. It's like you tripping laugh. It's not a laugh, it's a you tripping. Why you always tell, even on your jobs or even in your situation, you'll tell the truth and people jeopardize you and keep saying that you lying. They always saying you lying, but you telling the truth. That'll make a person tell a lie because y'all believe in lies. Y'all don't believe in truth. And then when they keep lying, they got to remember the lie. They don't forget the lie that they told y'all. This is not good. Right now, somebody right now having a conversation. They telling the truth the whole time. You tell the boss man the truth, he'll swear you tell a lie. You tell your partner the truth, they'll say you they don't believe you. They believe you lying. People don't listen. They scared of the truth. Then you don't since they don't believe the truth. Now you don't start lying. And then when you start lying, you don't then mess the truth up. Because you don't remember what you lied about. It's the same thing in Naziyah Harris' case where these kids, y'all do a lot in front of children these days. Y'all do a lot. And y'all say a lot about people in your own family around these kids. Then you know they know that you said something about, you know they said something about you, kind of children looking at you all cross-eyed. Like auntie, they just been talking about you. Uncle, they been talking about you. Cousin, they been talking about you. Y'all made that great aunt look like she was telling a lie. Had the kids lying. Y'all be having children sitting around lying. And they can't help but tell the lie. Then you get mad because they went to school and told a lie. But you told them the lie, now they scared to tell the truth. No one listened to the great aunt and the cousin. No one believed in the great aunt. The kids was manipulated. They denied everything that the aunt was saying to help them. Y'all ain't put two and two together yet. The system don't care. They don't care. They don't care if you and your kids sleeping in a car. But they're gonna be concerned once they lock you up. I heard a girl say it yesterday, and I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I heard a young girl say something yesterday, y'all, I couldn't believe it. But see, I love children. I ain't just have children just be having children. I wanted 10. They let you know I want a whole lot of children. I love kids. They ain't gotta have the same daddy. I just love children. I pick my baby daddy though. I pick who I want to have the baby by. So what? They got the same mama. Shoot, can have a no good daddy. And the girl had 3 children. She had 2 children or 3 children. One of the two. One of them was a baby. They didn't show the baby. Baby's in the car seat with a wet pamper on. The mama ain't but like 20 some years old. And what tripped me out was the mama, none of the kids, beautiful kids that she had would belong to the boy that she don't call him cheating. And my thing is, y'all folk, we focus on your kids. And the other 2 daddies locked up. Then she said she pregnant by the other dude. I cheated on you too. She worried about him cheating. Then she go tell him that she cheated. You ain't even worrying about your kids. That's why when you have kids, have them because you want to have them. Because you don't want got to deal with them. And she said something when she got locked up that really took me out last night. She said they locked her up because she wrecked the boy car while the children was in the car seat. While the kid was in the car, she was bagging up trying to run him down. And guess what she said? Oh, y'all about to lock me up? Good, I need a break. What? And the police said, what? And then she said, I need a break. He said, but them your children. Girl, you fix your mouth to say when you have children, ain't no breaking. You gotta find a break. she said that. I need a break anyway. Really? I had 5 and I had a break. I took that break when I came. I was working and taking care of them. And love dressing them so cute and handsome. Love it. They grew up too fast. Hey, baby. I love kids. I love me some kids. Back then I did. I loved you. But to hear that girl say, I need a break. Every mom need a break. You know what I mean? But if you change your attitude, somebody help you. I gave a girl a break, y'all. I gave one of my daughter's cousins a break. I said, go on out and have you a nice little time. I keep the baby for 3 days. Everybody need a break. All mamas need a break. But you ain't gonna find too many friends like me. Only thing I said, but bring their toys, bring them something to eat, bring them snacks, because I know kids, and I'll watch them for you. Have you a good time, be safe. And she know this was a good babysitter right here. I spoiled them babies. I spoiled her babies. Mine were grown then. Give them a break, y'all. Every mama need a break. Every mother need a break. But you don't tell no police lock you up like because you trying to run a baby daddy down in your car because he cheating on you. Then you gonna tell the man that you cheated on him too? I cheated on you. A break. See, you gave somebody a break 15 years ago. I still got the child, and she. You said, stop, Campbell, go sit down. Cut it, dog, get on my nerve. Said that I gave my brother girlfriend a break 15 years ago now, and I still got the child, and she's still on. You say you mad about it. See, you ain't do your break right. You ain't do your break right. She wasn't that kind of girl. She came and got her kids. She took her kids and everything. So she, but I gave my break. I didn't. She loved her kids. The lady loved her. She was a tattoo artist. She loved her kids and stuff like that. And then they did have a daddy, look after. But my thing is this, y'all. Y'all got to start believing people. Y'all got to start believing. You know, don't stop telling the truth. Don't stop telling the truth. Uh, stand up on Naziyah Harris' name. Stand up on. Naziyah. It's a lot you could talk about awareness. On. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking at Camper. Lord, how much help me, Jesus. God may be in Camper. Don't let nobody keep telling the truth, y'all. It's just a way that you got to get people to listen. No one listen to the great aunt. No one believe in the great aunt. They made them kids lie in that house. What would you think they would did to Naziyah? Naziyah probably how like you could look at this case all kind of ways. And they want the auntie to hush. How you don't want the auntie? You want the auntie to be quiet. You want auntie to be quiet. You want the auntie to stand down. We got everything we need to do. But we got everything we need. We don't need you doing no searches. You can pass out the flyers. But we got everything we need. And the only reason why y'all got everything that you need is because the great aunt and the cousin gave y'all a lot of information. Y'all didn't have no choice. Now y'all covering up stuff. Don't go out here in these houses looking. Don't go out here accusing people, knocking on doors, and all that kind of stuff. We just needed some time to put it together. Y'all still need time to put this case together. Some of these folks don't got old. Some of these folks not even with us. This is sad. Y'all got us thinking that Naziyah didn't tell the truth. Like y'all said, the great aunt didn't tell the truth. Y'all didn't want to believe nothing Naziyah say. Y'all don't believe Naziyah was sick. Y'all don't believe Naziyah called home and asked for the direction about that. Was Shannon said. Y'all don't believe that. Y'all believe now. See, y'all don't believe what we don't. Naziyah can't tell her story. Y'all don't took the girl phone, premeditated. Everything allegedly was premeditated. Everything was planned. Naziyah getting older now. See, when you get older, they tired of you. Got to get you out the house because you know too much. You see too much. You too pretty. You see, you going on 15 years old, girl. You know too much. You gonna be on troll on us. We gotta get rid of you, allegedly. Hope y'all enjoy the content today. And think about it, y'all. They made sure that Zaya didn't have that great auntie phone number, didn't they? They made sure she didn't have Janelle number. See, when you got rid of when you put when you hush when they hush the great aunt up, when they hush that great aunt up, let me tell y'all something. When they hush that great aunt up, they block that great aunt out them kids' life. Who wouldn't want to call the auntie that they if you want to run away, you can run away over there to your auntie house. She ain't never ran away before. She never been missing before. Why is she with Jarvis Books? Why she get in Jarvis Books' car? Why would she go past her house knowing folks looking out the window with a sandwich in their hand and a soda with some lettuce and tomatoes on it, looking out the window on Cornwall and 3 miles, eating a sandwich. Okay, real talk. Eating a sandwich, looking at Naziyah walk past the house. All we know, she could have went home when she got off the school bus. All we know, she could have went home when she got off the school bus. We seen her get off a current wall in 3 miles. Why wouldn't she go home? Why wouldn't Naziyah? Why didn't if Naziyah were planning on running away? Why she get off there at the school bus? Why she get off at the school bus, y'all? I'm just giving y'all something to think about. Why would she get off the school bus on Cornwall in 3 miles? Knowing I'm looking out my window with my tomato sandwich, with my chicken sandwiches or French fries, Coca-Cola, looking at you. All right, Jobs. She could be come down on because y'all see Naziyah coming down or whatever that street is. Look out. Hey, come y'all, where y'all at now? Where y'all at? Where you and Cadell at now? We over here on so Street. You might see Naziyah. You might not. You might see Naziyah. Naziyah ain't never dropped no ID card before in her life. Naziyah had never ran away before in her life. Naziyah had never been missing before in her life. ID all on the ground. Come on, y'all. Put two and two together. ID all on the ground. Woof. Made it turn the ID. All I know, Janaya could be set up. Janaya could be set up to make it look like she telling a lie on her daddy. Cause that's what they believe in, a lie, don't they? They don't believe in the truth, do they? Huh? Could they make the Janaya testimony turn into a lie? They didn't believe Janelle. They believe fake text messages. But they just won't listen. Can you tell me somebody lying? Y'all know y'all can tell me somebody. Don't y'all know when somebody telling the truth? I just asked a question. Do y'all know when somebody telling the truth? Do y'all know when somebody lying? Huh? Why is it so hard to believe the truth? Why is it so hard to believe Roxy, why is it so hard to believe? Janelle, why is it hard to believe? Kawana, why is it hard to believe anybody that had anything to do with this case? Why is it so hard to believe? But we can believe all the criminals in the case. We can believe all the suspects that we think that didn't tell the truth. But we don't believe the innocent people. We don't believe the innocent people, but we believe what the liars say. Why are we here? Why are we here today with the Naziyah Harris case? Huh? You know why we here today? And I'm gonna let y'all go. You know why we here today in the Naziyah Harris case? It's because no one would listen then. No one ain't listen now. No one believe in them people now. No one believe them people then. That's why we here. Until y'all break the cycle and the head people of the cycle, then the cycle ain't gonna be broke. Y'all got to break the cycle. Y'all ain't broke. Y'all got to break the cycle. Y'all got to break the cycle. These are young girls. They can still have children. So you think because y'all took my babies from me, I can't have another baby? Hmm? Who said I can't adopt any more kids? Hmm? Where it starts. Where it starts. It starts from the leader. The leader, see, when the leader is scared to talk, the leader they tried to get the leader some help. Did they try to get back in the days? They tried to get the leader some help. The leader didn't want to get help. Right? Some of the people in the house now. Why you gonna get help? And then the people that you think that loves you and care for you. The leader think that they don't need no help. They didn't need help. Now, if the leader needs help, who is above the leader? Huh? I'm gonna leave y'all right there. Who is above the sweet, nice talking leader? Who above that person? This case could be deeper than we think. Huh? I love y'all. I love people. Whatever you're going through, pray about it. Pray about it. And what you need to do your own research. Do your own research. Don't do numbers. Do research. Go back and research this on your own. Everything I talked about, it came from these people, everything that I talk about came from the source's mouth. Don't see see what's gonna mess you up about Naziyah Harris case is if you keep listen to messy stuff, then you're gonna be confused. But some of y'all are messy people. If you listen to mess, you like to stir up mess. You like to humiliate mess. You like to manipulate mess. Then you messy. Y'all choose to listen to that. Ain't got nothing to do with what you like. I know what I like, and I am a person that you can't manipulate. You will never get away with my truth, and I will always listen to you. But don't believe I don't. It's up to me to research to believe your truth. Some stuff I don't get into. That's just me. I ain't you. You ain't me. You ain't me. I'm funny acting. Y'all can't deal with me because I'm funny acting. I keep it real. I keep it real. Believe what you want to believe. I believe the great aunt when she first opened up her mouth. Now, why was it so hard for the DPD and the CPS or whatever it is? Why was it hard for them to believe that woman? And it wasn't hard for me to believe, and I don't even know her. Why? They weren't listening to her. If they had listened to her, we wouldn't be where we are now. Duh. Why is it that I can see when somebody, why I can see through people, y'all? Well, I can see when somebody telling a lie. I have to change my channel. I ain't about to argue with nobody. I don't do no fussing. I remove myself, y'all. I go home. I remove myself. I turn out the TV. I change the channel. Ain't nothing you can say. When you try to add dumb and try like you don't know what's going on, you gonna waste time with yourself. Cause I ain't got time for the mess. You don't know me and I don't know you. But if you ain't down to earth, then you ain't on the wrong channel. If you don't keep it real, hey, half of these channels are the same people. It just changed their name just to keep up with what you saying. Y'all ain't figure that out. Yeah, please. People play games with putting their names on the channel and they be the same people who running their channel. Just be yourself. I like it because you don't know how many be watching you. You ain't gotta pretend. See what we living in now with Naziyah case is the same thing that you living with doing the resources. Y'all got to stop. Y'all got these some fake people. I can read through fake people. I just don't want them to know that I know they fake. They don't want me to tell the truth about that, y'all. They fake. These are the same people got that same channel. Be on my channel like I'm stupid. Y'all believe what you want to believe in. I believe everything that the auntie said from the beginning. I listened to the auntie, which she told the truth from the beginning. But that's a powerhouse auntie. Somebody running this narrative, narrative in the house. Naziyah and the kids are growing up. They getting old where they can talk and tell. And the person that I'm looking at in this case, I know y'all said don't look at her, but I have to. I ain't got nothing against you, but it's the mother. I don't have nothing against the mom. But mom, you got to help this case. You got to, mom. I'm talking about Naziyah biological mom. I need you there, and I need you on the track. I need you to take a stand. I need you to stand up for Naziyah. I need for Naziyah mama to stand up for her now. To speak out so we can crack the curse. So we can cook. So we can hey, come on, break the curse. We got to. And you, Naziyah mom, can really help break the cycle. This happened to her child.